Question: do you think it's at all possible to stockpile even if you're broke? Back in a minute. Hey, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Hope that this video, as always, finds everybody doing well. Absolutely, totally possible. And not only that, in my honest opinion, I think it's even more important for a person with a low income to begin stockpiling. Now, a couple of thoughts have occurred to me. Number one, if you do go to a food pantry, some of the stuff that you get inevitably is going to be canned stuff. Perfect opportunity to take one or two of those items. Of course, you're going to need the remainder for your active pantry. That's why you're at the food pantry, right? But if at all possible, take one or two of the shelf-stable items and put it in your pantry. Next, many people that go to the food pantry, many people of a low income may be eligible or are currently receiving SNAP benefits. If that is the case, this is my opinion, what you might consider doing, whatever the number that your household dollar amount that your household receives, divided into two, assuming that you're going to make 2 trips to the grocery store. Why do that? To pace out your spending. What is your spending style? Do you go 3 times a month? Do you go 4 times a month? If you go on foot and just take your grocery wagon with you, it's not going to cost you gas. See, these are important things to factor into everything you do, because the price of gas in general is always tough, but lately even a little bit tougher, if not a lot more tougher. We have to factor these things in our budgets. So if there is a way that you could decrease your trips to the actual grocery store, if you are not going on foot and if you're needing transportation or gas of some sort, figure that out. You're probably saying, well, what's that have to do with stockpiling? A lot, because of your trip to the grocery store. Next, put yourself on a plan, a determined plan that no matter what happens, every single grocery haul, you are going to have at least 1 or 2 items, maybe 3, to put away. We usually recommend spending about $5. It all depends on your situation or whatever. If you could get those 3 items for less than $5, yippee. So, of course, try your best always to do that. And another idea that came up in my mind's eye is when you sit down to plan your grocery list, first of all, and this is a really important step that a lot of people, unfortunately, sometimes forget to do, but it could save you some money or allow it for other things. Please make sure to check your current inventory. This way, you do not needlessly duplicate purchases of items that you really could have waited on, because what you're doing is tying up that money or funding for the items that you really wanted to work with right now. So it is so important. It's, it always goes back to the same thing, whether it's with your bank account or cash on hand or whatever. Know where things are. Track your money. So track your home inventory. It's not like you're running this, huge corporation with thousands of people in it. You are the CEO of your kitchen. Track your refrigerator stockpile. Track your freezer stockpile. Track your current pantry, your active pantry. What do you want to go into your extended pantry? This is the goal. When you sit down and write down your list, eliminate a couple of things that are really more like wants, because you've more than a need, because what you're doing is you're tying up money unnecessarily when you could actually be using it towards your extended pantry. Just recently, I made a decision too. I said, you have enough of that powdery creamer, really. And I said, listen to me, the earth will not fall off its axis if I do not have powdered cream. I said, you know what? I want to swap out getting this powdered creamer instead of buy a couple of cans of those vegetarian beans, for my stockpile, because I do enjoy those beans to have. And I could live without the powdery creamer in my coffee. I do have milk, so it's also nice to change. You don't always want to do the same thing every single time. So if you could figure out a couple of swap outs that instead you can replace for your extended pantry, so be it. So this is a great way to continue building your stockpile and not breaking the bank. So I just thought I'd share these little tips and tricks. There you go. In the meantime, this has been Jan for XC. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more savings tips and tricks. I'm going to look for my outro if I could find it. Can I find it? Guess what? It vanished. So guess what? No outro. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care, everyone. Bye-bye.